Ladies and gentlemen, we have Lee.
Are you playing somewhere? Or
we have Christena here.
Don't get into closer.
We have Kirby Sewall.
From a distance is always a good thing.
Hey.
We also have Jared Fleet.
Rockin' in the free world.
That's what we do here. That's what we do on CJSW.
Listen to a set that featured the harmonica. So each song there I felt really showed how effective the harmonica can be. Sort of a haunting sound, especially in that Neil Young track. The last song you heard there was by Led Zeppelin, When the Levees Break. Before that we had Eddie Vedder covering the Beatles, You've Got to Hide Your Love Away. Before that we had Neil Young with Heart of Gold, and to start off the set we had Beck with Cold Brains. I'm joined in studio right now with a few gentlemen who are representing the Rock Guitar Shelter. It's a charity that has been featured on this program before. They have some events coming up, so they're in studio to sort of let us know what's going on with their world. So I'm going to throw it over to J.R. Fleet, who is the founder. J.R., what do you guys have going on at Rock Guitar Shelter? Maybe if you could just sort of explain to the listeners again what RGS does.
Rock Guitar Shelter is a non-profit foundation that really is basically started to give young kids who don't have a lot of money from an impoverished or marginalized life the opportunity to have a guitar and to learn from pros and Joes hanging out together and mentoring each other and building up kids' interest in music and showing them all the possibilities of what can be done by seeing great artists like Kirby Sewall, who's here today, great vocals, great blues, that you never get a chance to actually meet in person in a platform that's easy, like in a club. Like coming up right now, December 12th, Booker's Pub, we have a lot of local young kids, young musicians, budding rock stars getting up there and playing, showing their stuff. There's a lot of great talent here in Calgary. Been doing this for 23 months today. 1,006 guitars to kids, over 50 to non-profit silent auctions, and 50 to schools, and lots of kids learning stuff. Calgarians are giving great guitars now. We're no longer just getting broken guitars, it's all good. So we have an event coming up at Booker's, and in the future, in February of 2013, we have a blues, Chicago-style blues thing at the Trop and stuff going on at the Riverstone. That's it. It's all good.
Oh, great. So I guess the main idea with Rock Guitar Shelters, you're giving the youth an opportunity to do something constructive. Kids who might be otherwise, out in the streets, getting up to no good, they can go to the Rock Guitar Shelter, hang out with some musicians, get some instruments, and learn, and have a way to express themselves.
Exactly. I mean, you put a guitar in someone's hands, you put a mic if they can sing in their hands, and the moment that they start to perform and they see the response they get from somebody, that people like what they're doing, it just changes you from the inside out, and it doesn't matter what the world thinks about who you are, what you look like. And some of the ugliest people in the world sing the best music on the planet. I mean, so it's about what you have inside coming outside. Absolutely. And getting an opportunity to get on stage and be around killer musicians, and that's what we want to do, connect people with other people.
And so that was December 12th at Booker's, and so there's going to be all sorts of live acts. Do we have any tickets to give away today? We have 2 tickets to give away, so if you phone into the studio, 403-220-3991, the next 2 callers will get a ticket to Booker's for December 12th for the Rock Guitar Shelter event. Thank you, JR, for coming in. We will get back and we'll chat with these guys more. We're going to jump back into the music. All right, welcome back to Off the Map. You are listening to CJSW 90.9 on your FM dial.
Yeah.
It's still coming down out there. Stay off those roads if at all possible, and stay tuned in to CJSW because we've played some great music. We've got some more coming up. That last track you heard was somebody who's in studio with us, Kirby Sewall, with his song, and his band with his song, You've Been a Bad Girl. Before that we had A.C. Newman, former frontman of the New Pornographers, with his song Encyclopedia of Classic Takedowns. Great title. Before that we had Ty Segall with his song Who Are You? And well, for that big set here we had the Arcade Fire with Empty Rooms, and to start off the set we had the New Pornographers with Moves. We have Kirby Sewall in studio with us. Kirby is here. He's a musician, a local musician, blues musician. He is going to be performing at Booker's for Rock Guitar Shelter's event on December 12th. And he has an event of his own that he would like to discuss. So Kirby, how do you feel about being part of Rock Guitar Shelter? What sort of made you want to get involved with it? And if you could tell us a bit about your own charity event.
Well, you know, it's kind of a no-brainer. I mean, kids that are underprivileged that need avenues to express themselves. I think it's great that they're around to you know, give these guitars to kids and just reach out into the community and you know, let the music flow through their hands and let them tell their own story, you know, with the instrument, right? So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what event do you have coming up?
Well, it's actually a month right after. So the event is at Booker's on December 12th at I believe 6 o'clock down at Booker's for Rock Guitar Shelter, and then on January 12th I have an event that's called the Mountain of Food Festival.
Yay.
If people could see me, or they have seen me in person, I'm a pretty big guy. Yeah, I'm pretty highly recognizable, I've been told.
I wouldn't want to fight Kirby, he's a big dude.
Yeah, and guess what? There's a guy bigger than me, actually, in this town as a musician, believe it or not, and his name's Brent Tyler, and he's 7 feet tall, and about my size. So the first time I met the guy, Brent Tyler, I went up to him and I said, "No! You know, this can't be happening. This guy's bigger than me. I don't see that very often." So I came up with this idea. I said, why don't we challenge Calgary to build a mountain out of case lot food? Okay. You know, cans of soup, like case lots, and build a mountain larger than Calgary's biggest musicians. So we're gonna stretch our hands out, and we're gonna have some info pictures on Facebook and Instagram and Pinterest and all that kind of stuff with us stretched out. And then we're gonna have Jocelyn and Lisa, who, you know, are these smaller girls. They're gonna be on step ladders, putting food above us and stuff like that. So creating this imaginary mountain of food that people will have to make reality. So it's basically a Weber Academy. It's going to be on. Is it a brand new? You got to come and see this theater, folks. It's a 500-seat theater. It's brand new.
A Weber Academy.
Oh, it's just amazing. It's world class. And we're going to be filming a video there with boot cam. You know, $100,000 worth of camera gear. Awesome. So the $20 that you pay for the 5 bands that are going to be announced. It's the Kirby Sewall band and also Jocelyn and Lisa, as well as Brent Tyler. And there's going to be a couple other bands that are going to be announced here in the next week. So it's $20, but then when you bring your case lot of food, you get a free CD of either mine or Brent. Brent doesn't know that yet, but he may be listening. I hope he's not listening. Yeah, it's kind of this. Everything's gonna be set up by the end of the week, so I'm caught off guard a little bit here. But
what would you say is the best way for people to get involved or to donate food?
Well, I think I'll give you my cell phone. It's 403-589-7325, where you can reach me on Facebook, Kirby Sewall, Sewell. And then just, you know, basically it's just around, you know, I'm just trying to motivate companies, the people that own companies, or, you know, small to medium-sized companies, that this will be their food drive, so they become an ambassador of the Mountain of Food Festival, or individuals that are just, you know, those type A personalities that like to rally people. Yep. You know, hey, phone me, get a hold of me on Facebook. You know, let's make this an annual event, because I want to make it an annual event, and it's going to be great, you know, with the Mountain of Food Festival, and January 12th in the afternoon. Probably going to be from 1 o'clock to 6 o'clock. So
we've got January 12th for the Mountain of Food Festival. We've got December 12th for the Rock Guitar Shelter at Booker's concert. So Calgary, there's more than enough ways to get involved and to give back to the community. Before I let you go, Kirby, just in talking with Kirby, he mentioned that he opened for Trombone Shorty. And if you're a listener to the program, you know we love Trombone Shorty here. So Kirby, you got to tell me a bit about that.
Man, you know, we're from Calgary, and, you know, I consider us a pretty good band, but, you know, it was humbling to just to be there and play on the same stage with such, like, amazing musicians. Like, his band is just flipping kick ass. Can you say that? Okay. They're just amazing, and it was at the San Jose Jazz Festival. Like, we were down in California. We were really quite honored to be invited down to play a big festival like that. And since then, we've opened up for Blue Rodeo in Calgary, and we've done other things like the San Jose, Santa Maria Roots and Blues Festival and stuff like that. But you know, opening up for Trombone Shorty was.
Hey, it's my dream to see that guy live, but
Oh man, it's insane.
share a
How good
stage
it is.
with the
It's
guy.
insane how good it is. Like
Yeah.
he's just he's an absolute monster.
Yeah. And again, for those
Yeah.
those of you listening, that Trombone Shorty was the very first song we played today. So Kirby, thank you for coming in.
Serendipity.
Yeah, and we're gonna jump back into the music. We've got the Thievery Corporation.
Kirby Sewall, you have to smile for the camera.
Awesome.
Thank you.